Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. So, I am doing like so much spring cleaning and birthday party stuff and everything like that. My house is like Hurricane Katrina. I have a million dishes. I need to put away a million dishes. Um, but right now I am going to start some food for tonight. So let me just show you something here. Oh, and I have a million things of canned food that I need to put away that I just got. So hold on one second. So this here's a crock pot that my mom got me a couple years ago for Christmas, and it's starting to peel, and I'm so sad because I'm probably gonna have to get a new one. I've used and abused this thing. So this crock pot, I've been wanting I had been wanting a crock pot for a while, so my mom decided she'd get me one for Christmas. And so you can cook white rice, brown rice, you can steam stuff, you can do a slow cook. And then it has the delay timer and everything like that. You can just keep food warm, whatever you choose to do. So, and inside, I don't know if you guys can tell, you can see a little bit, it has like, a water line and, stuff like that. And it says add rice first. And so down inside of the thing, you can see these little lines, barely, but it tells you like in the manual, like for how many people you want to feed, fill it up to this line with rice, this line with water, so on and so forth. And then you just click the white rice button and it cooks it for you. The same thing with brown rice. And then the steam, you put obviously water in the bottom, you put, there's a little like cup thingy, little tray thing, I guess, that comes in here, and we put veggies and stuff like that, and also you can put white rice and the little tray thing on top, and it will cook your white rice, I cannot even say it, talk, and steam your vegetables at the same time. And then obviously the slow cook, and so the slow cook setting though, this thing gets so hot that I literally can put a roast on there and every time you push this button, let me show you. Every time that you push the slow cook button, it gives you, it's hard to do this with one hand. Hold on one second here. Okay, you can look at my potato that I have on my counter. So anytime that you push the button, it gives you a certain amount of hours. And I pushed it, I didn't, so you can do it for however many, I don't know how many hours it actually goes up to. Let's check it out. 10 hours is what it goes up to. So, oh, and then if you push it a couple times and it hits 0, it literally just starts keeping it warm, and it'll time how many hours it's keeping it warm as well. So, anywho, the setting of the slow cook is so hot and stuff like that, that it literally, within 2 hours, it cooks my entire roast and vegetables and everything like that, which I like, but then again, I don't like, because the, you know, sometimes I just want to set a roast up and just leave, and that's that. But then after watching This Is Us, like half the time I don't want to do it. But the things that I don't like is this little thing here is kind of hard to clean, and this is like where all the water comes out of. And the lid is super hard to clean too. I don't know why it's so hard to clean. It is. And then inside the lid, I have to clean it up right now. I just washed this thing out. I need to clean this thing up. But this is something that annoys me, is this little rim here. It gets so disgusting and dirty. And then if you pull up on this little thing, it gets really disgusting in there too. And there's these little things that go on here to help it steam better. I took them off because they were just so disgusting. And this is also like a little rubber, sorry, I wasn't even filming. This is also a little rubber rim right here too. And it gets so disgusting. So I just took it out. It works just the same way. So that's the things that I don't like about this crock pot here. But for today, I have some minestrone soup mix stuff that I got. And then I'm also going to cook this meat up here. And I'm going to put this in a crock pot, let it cook through, and then add these here. They were all in a freezer, so yeah. But I'm just going to do like minestrone soup with meat in it. So I'm going to try to film with my left hand, and I'm not left-handed. So this is normally how I clean it. I get a washcloth, and I'm going to turn on my other light. Hold on. So I get a washcloth, and on this side I have a little bit of dish soap and water, and I don't put too much because I don't want the smell of the dish soap to linger, and so this is really hard to record with your left hand, just putting it out there. So I might get it a little bit more soapy, and like I said, excuse my dishes. I had dishes from last night and I was too lazy to do them. So half of the washcloth has soap, dish soap, and water, and so I just scrub inside the little holes. I put the little rings there, and I scrub all inside here, and I just scrub it up really good on the inside. I don't, I know I should clean outside all the time too, but I don't really care too much about it. So then I put I start here if I'm using one hand, which I never really do, and I put it in here, and I just clean all the way around that little surface, and then I am going to have to stop to clean the inner part, but hang on one second. Okay, so what I just did was I pulled open this lip here, or whatever you want to call it, and I cleaned in there. So you can see there's just a little bit of dish soap suds or whatever. Like I said, I don't like to use too much. So then on the other half of the washcloth, I put just some plain water and vinegar. And, oh, and that's another thing too, is like, I can't get that out of there. I don't know what it is. But, I just wipe up all the areas that I cleaned with the water and the vinegar. And you would think that it might leave like a little bit of a vinegary after smell or whatever, but it doesn't. And that's pretty much all that I do to clean it up. And then I do clean in here too with I know you probably shouldn't, especially right now that it's plugged in, and I should unplug it. But, yeah, I clean down in here with I don't clean down here with the vinegar side. I clean down, especially look, see, and here I am cleaning this thing while it's on. I normally clean it while it's on, which is really stupid of me. But, sometimes food gets stuck down here, and so I try not to get the other side in there that has the dish soap on it, because I just like to clean down here with the vinegar and water. So that's that, and then I get a paper towel and I just dry it out really, really good before I start cooking, because this area is kind of like where the electrical stuff is. So yeah. Millie has these rubber duckies in her bathtub that she takes a bath with every night, and I just got her this rubber duck, let me say, maybe, I'm checking on Rambo because, let me see if I can get his attention somewhere, because he keeps running away. Rambo! There he is. So, we're in the process of cleaning up the backyard still. We had to move some stuff over. We have some bins and the lawnmower, and Rambo's been getting into stuff and chewing it up. Hi! And as you can see, the door's all muddy from him. So I blocked off the back part of the fence again, and I put some boards up. But either way, back to the little ducky situation. So I got her this rubber ducky. I don't know, like I said, I don't know, whatever I told you a couple months ago. And she hadn't used it, so she started using it. She only had it for like 2 weeks in the bathtub, and I started noticing these little things. I mean, she didn't keep them in a bathtub. Like, every single time she was done playing, we would squeeze out all the water and stuff like that. So as I was going to take her bath, I noticed that in there looks black and in here looks gross. And the last couple of times I had been working, and so Juan had taken her bath, and so I don't know if he paid attention. I sure as heck did not pay attention. And I cut it open, and this is all mold. And like I said, this is like, and the head is like the worst. And she only used it for like 2 weeks. And like I said, we always make sure that we squeeze out all her little bath toys and stuff, and make sure that they're not have water and stuff left over in them. And every like couple of days, I'll actually get like water and vinegar, and I'll soak it up and squirt them all out, so that way they're clean in there. And I don't know, maybe I missed this duck every single time for 2 weeks straight, and I forgot to squeeze them out or what, because she takes like quite a few in there. But this was the only one that was moldy, and I just thought it was so gross. I just thought you guys would totally want to hear about that. You can hear, I don't know, can you hear? I need to wipe my thing right now. But I can hear this already starting to sizzle, and it's only been on, what, 2 minutes? 2 or 3 minutes? So for those of you who are probably cringing, I just cleaned the top of it. It does have scratches and scuffs and paper towel stuff. And I'll tell you what I used to clean with. But it's beeping. And normally, like when it starts beeping, that means that it's heated up enough. And you can hear it cooking. So I'm just going to put in some chicken stock in there just to kind of help it, I guess. So I just added some chicken stock to it just because it was cooking a little bit faster than I wanted it to, and it normally doesn't ever do that. But because, you know, when you're filming, things happen that you don't want to happen when you're trying to show people stuff. So I'm just going to let that sit for a while. So normally I fill up a, I don't know why it keeps beeping. This is annoying me. So normally when I'm going to clean, I have a water spray bottle thing full of vinegar to about this much. Vinegar is what I put in there. And then I put in maybe this much dish soap, and then the rest is water. And so I normally have big huge things like this of vinegar laying around, and that's what I clean with all over. Because the dish soaps and the vinegar will literally like eat away mildew or whatever, anything gross that's in your shower. Like if there's soap that got stuck on the wall and stuff, spray it, leave it, and it will clean it up really nicely. And then I just kind of go through with a wet washcloth or like these little those little disposable wipe things there. And so that's just normally kind of like what I clean with. That's what I clean all my counters with. That's what I clean my stove with. Everything like that. And I mean, my stove is a little bit dirty, but I have burned some stuff here. You could kind of see right there where it was still a little bit burned, but the vinegar and the dish soap removed everything. So we're just trying to, let me see here. I'm trying to fix my crock pot. I haven't used it in a while, and so it might just be a little bit wonky, but yeah. And if it's not going to work, because I've had this crock pot for like 5 or 6 years, and might just be done with right now. I actually have a Dutch oven that I bought at Kroger, and the Dutch oven was only $25. Regularly, they're super expensive, like over $100. I don't know why I didn't buy more than just one. They were having this like blast out coupon sale thing or whatever, and so they sold them for $25 a piece. And like some stupid person that I am, I only got one. And I'm like, why did I do that? So today is going to be me putting away all the canned foods that I bought the other day, because I get home and I just end up throwing everything everywhere because I just don't feel like doing it at that moment, especially because most of the time that I come home, when I come home from grocery shopping, it's been hours. So I need to put away all these canned foods. I need to clean my stove again, and I need tips. I need organizational tips. I found a bunch of stuff on Pinterest, but I need help. I just don't know what to do with like all my dishes. Like I have them organized, and then they all get this. I'm trying to find one specific thing, and so then I throw them everywhere, and yeah. But also my fridge is like a hurricane too, and I don't know what to do. Like my fridge is so tiny, and I have a bunch of stuff that I just bought, and I just kind of threw everything in the fridge because it was, when I got home, it was like almost midnight, or it was late. So my fridge is like Hurricane Katrina as well. So is this just me that this happens to, or is this like every mom, that like the moment you're actually trying to get some stuff done and clean and everything like that, your kid wakes up from their nap or from in the morning or whatever. Like I wake up early and I'm like, I'm gonna get this done. And my husband and I were outside for like 2 hours getting some stuff organized, because we did have the yard sale like 3 days ago, and we didn't really pack up everything because we had to leave out of town that night, and so yeah, you can pick it up. So we just hadn't put everything away fully back in the shed and different things like that. But every single time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna get these things done, Millie always wakes up and I'm like, like then it's not bothersome, but then it's just like I have to stop what I'm doing every 5 minutes to do something else. But I'm also in the midst of everything else. We're going on vacation in a month, and so our vacation lands a month before Millie's birthday. So I don't have all the time to do all the little things that I'm going to do for her birthday. So right now I'm making little mini piñatas. She finally decided that she wanted her Moana birthday. So we've been buying stuff for the last couple months, weeks, whatever you want to say. It's been months. We've known we were going to do Moana for a while. So I lost my train of thought. Oh, piñatas. So I'm starting these little ones, but I think I'm going to stop because I don't like this point. The balloons that I had were not pointing like this, but I didn't finish this last night, and it like is already deflating and pointing. So I don't know if I'm going to keep continuing to do that one as the little piñatas, but I did get a bigger one started. And then we have a lot of empty jars that we don't use anymore. So these are like, I think this was like to some pickles or something. I don't know, but we normally collect these type of jars just to put food in. Like, for instance, like when my mom comes over, she wants some soup. We put the soup in here. We put a lid on it and whatever. We don't ever see them again. Instead of giving away our nice dishes or different things like that, we just give them these little glass jars. And so over the last couple months, a bunch of these jars, lids, got rusty over time from storing, leftover soup or leftover foods or whatever we've had that we store in here. And so I am putting glue. I'm using this clear glue, and I'm using some paintbrushes. And so what I do is, let me see, one of these, they're kind of stuck to this paper right now, but one of these ones here, I dip into glue. I think it's that one. I need to clean it before I dip it back into the glue because there's already some glitter in there. So I put the glue. So I dip the paintbrush in the glue and then I rub it on here, or whatever. So then I rub the glue, spread it out, probably about 1.5 inches thick and all the way down. And then I get the other paintbrush and I dip it in this glitter here, which all this glitter is actually like glued to the bag because it's like, I don't know how it got glued to the bag. But I have this really pretty holographic blue glitter that lets out green and blue. And I had used this for Millie for Halloween when she went as Poppy, because I made her own little Poppy headband, and so I use this for the flowers. So I'm also going to reuse it for the little glass jars, and I'll show you when I've already finished one. So I put the glue and then I grab the other paintbrush and I just sprinkle glitter all over, and then once it gets on her, then I start patting it, and then just keep doing that all the way around, and then have to put like a second layer on there so that way it doesn't you can't really see through it too much. But the idea, I keep putting this over there, but the idea of this was to put all the glitter around there, even around all the way to the very top, and then we're going to put some flowers or different things in there for centerpieces. I think I'm going to do like a flower and then like a styrofoam number 4 or something. And they're just going to be really pretty. But I'll show you the one that I've already done so you can kind of get the general idea of what it's going to look like. So here's the piñata that I was telling you guys about. I need to make my bed too because I haven't made my bed. And I need a new pillowcase because Melanie spilled water on the bed. But I'm not sure yet if I'm going to make this into hey or if I'm going to put it into a coconut. I got its first layer on, and so normally after the first layer I pop the balloon, but because I didn't use my tack glue, I used the clear glue. I'm going to use the tack glue now for the second layer, and then I'll pop the balloon afterwards, and we can just keep going from there. And I had plenty of different newspapers, okay, and I like at least 4 different newspapers, and coincidentally I ended up putting a picture together and not even noticing it. So I thought that was pretty funny because out of, I had 3 or 4 different newspapers and they were all just mixed up and everything like that. After I glued on a couple pieces, I was like, oh, look at that. I got a picture. So I'm going to show you in the top of my closet, which is probably not the best idea. I have a Scentsy up here too because I have these plugs in my closet. But, so there's probably dirt up there. I don't even know what that is. Maybe I'll find something up there that I never knew. But that's the one that I have already done. You can kind of see through a little bit on the top part up there, but you know what, that was the best it's going to get. But that's just kind of my general idea, is to cover them all up with glitter like that, um, and put some flowers and different little things in them. I haven't fully decided, but I think I'm doing 4 of them because she is turning 4. So I'm going to do 4 of them. So I have 1 done. I'm working on this second one today. And then I am going to, yeah, probably work on that big huge piñata today on top of cleaning the house and putting away laundry. Just saying, laundry never ends. And again, I probably said this already like 30 times, but I'm so sick and tired of laundry. I have piles and piles and piles of laundry, and it's just like, especially when it rains, like over here. My husband gets like filthy because he tows cars and he has to crawl under the cars and change their tires and, you know, hook up the winch and everything like that. And so sometimes he has to go lay down in like a muddy puddle to do this. And so then he comes home and changes, and then he leaves, and then he changes again, and it's a hustle, I almost said. And yeah. So anyways, guys, I think that is it for this vlog. I'm gonna film again. I probably will post again tomorrow, just so you can kind of see the whole process of me putting together the jar and also the roast. So let me know what kind of potatoes you put in your roast. We use red or golden potatoes, but let me know what kind of potatoes you use. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.